to the tutorial How to Interpret the Detailed Requirement Evaluation for Graduate Students in CougarNet. Today we will go over many of the examples you may come across while reviewing your Detailed Requirement Evaluation. We will also be covering the four main parts of a graduate evaluation: header, major, exit requirements, and unused courses. If you have any other questions or need further explanation, please contact your advisor. Let's begin detailing each of the areas you will see in a graduate evaluation. The header provides information about the student's degree audit, like student's name, program, college, degree, level, majors, concentrations if any, catalog term, evaluation term, request number, result date, overall GPA, and transfer credits. The expected graduation term is a system-generated calculation used in the transmission of enrollment information to the National Student Clearinghouse. The term listed here has no bearing on your actual path to graduation, nor is it taken into consideration when you run a degree evaluation cap compliance. As you can quickly tell, Corey Cougar is in the Business Mba Program and has a catalog term of Fall 2010. The request number 369 is used as a reference number in previous evaluations, so you or an advisor can quickly access the degree evaluation you have ran. Also, Corey has 9 hours of in-progress courses. Since he has just started the program and does not have a course grade yet, he currently has a GPA of 0.0. Once his courses are graded and he runs a new evaluation, his overall GPA calculation will be displayed here. As you scroll down on Corey's evaluation, we come to the major requirements section. Any graduate evaluation can be comprised of areas, groups, rules, and courses. Areas can be comprised of groups which may have rules and courses, or an area may not be comprised of groups and just have rules and courses. These areas and groups will detail the requirement you must complete on the left-hand side and what is being used from your record to fulfill that requirement on the right-hand side. This section will differ depending on your major and/or your catalog term. This first area has a title of Mba Program Requirements. This entire area requires 42 credits for completion. On areas and groups, you may also find a brief description of that area or group. This first area on Corey's compliance is made up of 3 groups: Mba Core Requirements, Mba Project Management Concentration, and Mba General Electives. The first column indicates if the requirements are met or not met. The condition column indicates what connectors are used to help specify how the requirements relate to each other. There are 2 connectors, and/or. And indicates that both requirements need to be fulfilled. Or indicates that the group, rule, or course will be fulfilled when either requirement is present on your record. Meaning Corey must complete Mba Core Requirements and Project Management Concentration, or Mba General Electives. The groups that correspond to these titles are listed after this area. After this description, you will notice Required Credits column and Required Course column. These 2 columns are detailing how many hours and/or courses you need to complete to meet that particular group or requirement. The other 2 columns, Used Credits and Used Courses, are totals of credits and courses used to fulfill that specific group. Next on Corey's evaluation are the 3 groups that are listed in the Mba Program Requirements area. Just like the area, these groups have group titles, total credits, and group description. Below the description is a listing of the individual courses and/or rules that you must complete in order for the group to be marked as met. These column headings are the same columns that are listed when an area has rules and courses associated with it instead of a group. The right-hand side of the evaluation will list the term you took the course in, the course subject, course number, course title, attributes used to meet the requirement, the credit hours the course was worth, your grade, and the source. The source is where on your record it is pulling the information from. At the bottom, over every group, there is a calculation of total credits in that specific group. The areas that have courses and rules with them have a calculation for total credits and GPA for that specific area. Corey's Mba Core Requirements are a great example of how quickly you can identify which courses he has met and which requirements he still needs to pursue. Also, the courses that are individually listed and have not been met will have built-in a hyperlink that will allow you to view the course catalog information on that specific course. These course hyperlinks will appear in blue text. The degree evaluation tool is using the courses Corey is currently registered to meet the Accounting 524 and Finance 527 requirements. It is assuming Corey will pass these courses with a passing grade. If, however, you do not pass with the minimum grade needed for that requirement, the degree evaluation will reject that course for the requirement. In Corey's next group, you will see another great example of rule requirement called electives. The unmet rules, like this one, will have text listed under them to guide you on what exactly needs to be completed to satisfy that specific rule. Once the rule is met, the text will disappear. In this electives rule, Corey must complete 12 hours of MBA electives. As he completes these hours, they will populate on the right-hand side until he has a total of 12 hours. As you meet the requirements, the MET column will display a yes next to the satisfied course or rule. This is just another way that allows you to quickly identify which courses and rules you have met and which requirements you may still need to pursue. Next is the exit requirement verification section. Once you have successfully completed the program's exit requirement, the department must notify graduate records. Some examples of exit requirements are a thesis, oral written examination, portfolio, recital, research paper project, or exhibition. These will verify depending on the major. The exit requirement must be completed by the last day of your graduation term. Once this information has been received in the graduate records, this area will be marked as met. The final section on the evaluation is the unused courses area. This area will list all the courses that could not be met in any of the requirements in the above area. With approval from your advisor and department, these courses may be used in substituting for requirements listed above. Thank you for joining us today as we showed you how to interpret the detailed requirement evaluation for graduate students in CougarNet. For more information, please visit us at www.siue.edu/registrar.